NVIDIA didn't start the way you'd expect, not with AI, not with billions, and honestly, not even with a clear plan. It started with a simple question: what if computers could handle a lot more information all at once? Back in 1993, three engineers were sitting in a Denny's in California just talking. No office, no funding, no product, just an idea that didn't even sound that important at the time. Because think about it, this was way before AI, before machine learning, before any of this was mainstream. So if you heard that idea back then, would you take it seriously? But they did. They started a company and called it NVIDIA. And here's what's interesting. They didn't jump into AI. They focused on graphics. Yeah, like video games, which sounds kind of random, right? Like, why would that matter? But they weren't really betting on games. They were betting on something deeper. They believed that in the future, computers wouldn't just do one task at a time. They would need to process thousands of things simultaneously. And it turns out, graphics chips, GPUs, were actually really good at that. So even when nobody was paying attention, they kept building better GPUs, faster performance, more power, year after year. And for a long time, nothing crazy happened. NVIDIA wasn't some massive company. It was just there, known in gaming, doing well, but nothing world-changing, at least not yet. Then something unexpected happened. Researchers started using NVIDIA's GPUs for something completely different. Not games, AI, training models, running massive calculations, handling huge datasets, and suddenly, everything made sense. The thing they had been building for years, the thing most people thought was just graphics, turned out to be exactly what the future needed. Now think about that for a second. How often does that happen, where something looks small at first, almost irrelevant, and then suddenly becomes everything? Today, NVIDIA powers a huge part of artificial intelligence, from data centers to self-driving cars to advanced AI systems. And the crazy part is, they didn't suddenly pivot. They were already building for this, years before the world caught up. There's a line from Jensen Huang that explains it perfectly. We were always an AI company. We just didn't know the world was ready yet. So maybe the real takeaway isn't just about NVIDIA, it's this. Sometimes the best ideas don't look impressive in the beginning. They don't get attention. They don't go viral. They just quietly grow. So here's something to think about. Are you working on something that doesn't look big yet? Or are you only chasing things that already make sense? Because if this story proves anything, it's that timing matters. And sometimes being early feels exactly like being wrong. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe, because there are a lot more stories like this, and they only get crazier.